Saturday morning. This is the calm before the storm. Little Walt made the decision to try and qualify in tonight with the big blocks at Albany Saratoga Speedway for Multi Madness. So Big Walt is prepping tires, and I can imagine they're probably doing some shock stuff.
Well, it's simple. Go out and set on the pole. Quick time! Woo! Wow, that was aggressive.
All right.
That was aggressive.
It was. So we're at Albany again, and you're the only one out of the.
I'm the only one out of the trailer
that's going to be racing tonight.
Yeah, I either made the stupid decision to try and run to the big blocks, or made the badass decision. I don't know. I'm the only small block in the field, I believe, out of the 42 cars. So we'll see. I mean, we've done it before, you know, here weekly. So these guys are really good. So hopefully we'll do the best we can. Have fun. You know, I honestly don't have any expectations. If we get in, that's literally like a win. If we don't, oh well, we'll roll it in the trailer and go watch the races. So
added some to the notebook, really.
Yeah, we're gonna try a couple things, and you know, pretty much I got to figure out how to flat-foot it in hot laps and time trials to get a good lap, to get a good qualifying spot. But I feel like we'll be better than some of these guys because we've raced here more, and they're not gonna know what the track's gonna do. It might dry out a little faster, which I hope it does. I know we sucked in the slick last night, but in this instance, the little 600 horsepower works really well in the ice compared to the 850. So hopefully it slicks off pretty quick. But I know time trialing, you're going to have to rip a lap. So we'll see what we got. We'll have fun with it. And like I said, no expectations, just kind of have fun and do the best we can and add some to the notebook, you know, before the season's over. So this will be our last race at Albany. So hopefully it's a good one.
Do we have any plans after this?
Believe we're going to run Canadian Super Dirt Week. We looked at the traditional American Super Dirt Week and determined that it's too expensive for us to do and too much with two cars. Because if we bring two cars, that means Dad and I are driving the cars, and that leaves Heather, Kayla, Mom, and maybe Dylan, if he could get out of work, to push the pit box 2 miles.
I think he's racing that weekend.
Yeah, he's racing that weekend. So the 3 girls to push a pit box 2 miles. And you literally, when you go to Super Dirt Week, you have to pay to breathe. So it doesn't make sense for us. So we're actually going to run Mohawk on Thursday, and then Friday, Saturday, Sunday go to Cornwall, Ontario, and run. So that'll be fun. It's all 358 races. We get to race more, and essentially I think at the end it's going to be cheaper. So we had to look at it that way, and I'm like, well, if we can get more racing for the same or less, that makes a lot of sense to me, you know. And nothing against Super Dirt Week, but it just doesn't work for us. If it was at Syracuse, there'd be no question, we'd be on the mile, smashing the gas pedal, but it just doesn't work for us with a small crew. You got to have a crew of 86 people to push all your stuff back and forth, and it sounds like a stressful time, quite honestly, it would be for us. So we're just going to avoid that one, you know. Might avoid it forever, I don't know, unless, you know, we. And
honestly, the Canadian Super Dirt Series like weekend is closer for us too.
Yeah, that's 4.5 hours away, just across the border. You know, and we know some people that are going to be there, so that'll be cool. Maybe a little less pressure too, you know. I mean, with getting into the small blocks, I say a little less pressure. We're trying to qualify with the best of the best, but you know, being 4.5 hours from home and running a whole weekend, there might be a couple less cars. I don't know, you know, like the Matt Shepard and those guys are going to be at Super Dirt Week, so maybe it'll give us little guys be able to have a little bit of success, you know, and go from there and keep padding our notebook until maybe we're good enough to run with those guys. So we'll see.
We're running with them tonight. So.
Yeah, well, I mean, run with them, okay. Race with them.
All right.
You know, just because you're on the track with them, it doesn't mean a whole lot.
Right.
You know, getting lapped by Matt Shepard's one thing, passing him is the other. So we got a long ways to go before we figure that out. You know, we've learned a lot this year. You know, we've been solid. We've had a couple of good runs, almost 2 wins, but we're still a ways off. You know, and be realistic about it. Last night we sucked. Simple as that. We were good enough to qualify in, but we weren't good enough to do anything else. So that's not good enough in my book. You know, keep the positive attitude, but it's not good enough. You know, we're not cutting the mustard. So we'll see what we can do to get better, and that's kind of why we're running this one today. So we'll have fun with it and see what we can do.
your car in hot laps?
I think we were better than it showed. Stuck behind a guy, so I couldn't flat foot it. I think flat foot it probably would have been about 3 to 4 tenths faster, which would have put us in the high 15s, which would have been about mid-pack, which is where we should be. Warm-ups, okay.
Whew,
Announcer, I think, had too many beers last night in the camping lot. So we'll see. We're gonna time trial. We're gonna beat the hell out of it and see where it goes from there. You know, like I said, no expectations. Race as hard as we can. Try and race as far forward as we can. If it stays juiced up, it's gonna be tough to pass. So we'll see. What? No. Okay. Hey, can I go use the pencil? Rugged. Yeah. Said Stone looked like he had a good lap, and then Shepard grabbed it. He was a little bit lower. Right rear, right on the. Oh well.
Looks like you were holding it wide open until it looks like you almost just about flipped it over.
Yeah, I don't know if I about flipped it over, but we had it wound tight, and I was going to get a good lap. I don't think I had rolled off the gas at all, and it was going to be a good lap. I could feel it down the straightaway. It killed the chip, and into one I had it right on the carpet, and it caught that rut, and it effed the whole lap up really. So I think I lost about 3 tenths. That was going to be my money lap. That was kind of my plan. The first lap, we get the heat warm, the tires warm, and the second one, we're going to rip a lap. It just didn't work that way. So now we've got a big hole to fill, you know, and to dig our way back out of. But like I said, we came here with no expectations. So it's hard to be disappointed. You're still running with the best of the best. So we'll see what we can do. Try and make the car a little bit better. It's getting a little bit free, so we're going to tighten it up, and hopefully the track dries out a little bit more. It's not drying out as much as we need it to. So,
as quick as we need it to.
No, so I mean that's cowboy up right there. So we'll keep digging. We ain't gonna give up yet. think 8th.
8th, yeah.
9th. I think I started 10th, finished 9th.
Yeah.
It was up to, I think, 7th at one point, and I thought I was going on my roof because I caught the rut. You can't see it in the car, and it biked pretty good. So lost the spot there, and got out horsepower. Didn't get out handled, got out horsepowered. So
yeah, it looks like it was handling pretty well besides
it was.
in the rut there.
It was handling pretty good, you know, and again, these guys got 850 plus horsepower, and we got 585. So just the way it is, and I didn't think the track was going to have this much grip all night. They put some grip in it so the fans would have a show, you know, and hats off to them. Next time we'll have to bring a big block, you know, but it's kind of cool. I can say it's a bucket list thing. I attempted to qualify with the Super Dirt Series, you know, and we weren't last. So you look at it and I'm like, we're actually not that bad. But when you look at it in perspective, you're down a lot. So it is what it is. We're going to heat cycle some tires, try something else for the concert. We're going to start deep. So go out and run those 10 laps and, you know, get as far as you can. And probably end up rolling it in the trail. We're not going to make the race. So think positive and race as far forward as you possibly can. So it's one thing, you got to be realistic. You know? The only small block in the field. So you look at it and your chances are not good, especially on a gripped up racetrack here. So it is what it is. We'll finish having some fun. Yeah.
Tell us about your night.
Yeah, we didn't get in the show. You know, like I said earlier, we had no expectations. Just tried to do the best we could. The track had way too much bite tonight. It was uncharacteristic of how it had been all season here, so that hurt us. You know, and it is what it is. You know, we had fun. The race with the best of the best, and we didn't finish last. So, you know, I look at it, we weren't the worst, we weren't the best. So we have room to improve. One improvement would be a bigger motor. so maybe we can pull some off with that. It's super expensive. You know, like a big block motor is, if you're buying top of the line Kevlar, 65,000. So that's kind of a barrier for us. We can't afford that. So we're kind of at our max right now. You know, we're affording what we're doing. But without Stuart and Kathy, I wouldn't have this ride. So we had fun. I got to thank all the sponsors: Mirror Lake Automotive, Stuart and Kathy Bean, WH Building and Design, ADW not ADW, WH Builders. ADW Builders is no more. CJ Auto Body, K. Nicky Janitorial, Akabe Premier Office Space. I'm going to thank the girls and Dylan. Wouldn't have been able to do any of this without them. So now we're going to go watch a big block race and have a good time. So thanks for watching. Been following along on this journey. You know, obviously not the complete results we wanted this weekend, but honestly we had a ton of fun. So that's cool. But we're going to keep working on it and getting better. The cars, we improved, you know, from where we started. We weren't good. We got a little bit better. And tonight my car drove better, but again, you're racing with the guys that do it for a living. I think that same race car would have been probably closer to a top 10 car last night. So it is what it is. So we're going to go enjoy the rest of the thing and watch our buddy Neil run with the big blocks. And we'll go from there. So thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.